three bases with basic cabinets. And also we have the EMS 0 and D, which connects all the cases together. But we have it there. If you squat or if you look between it, you will see it. It mainly works like a switch for no patients on the edge. Don't have edge.
No, jedyne 10 jsem ładowałem.
Maybe if you start, let's say, what is the design of this installation? So how many, but let's install that in the panels.
Yeah. So as you can see, we have PV panels basically everywhere.
Yeah.
With many small and medium inverters. And it would be really, really demanding to connect every module to those three devices.
Yeah.
So that's why we don't have any PV connected to the inverters. We only work on the AC.
Mm-hmm.
We have the CTs mounted on the wires coming from the grid, and inside this box we have a smart meter, the ADA smart meter, that actually allows us to store extra energy. We have three cases, as I said, and they are all working together. So right now, the main work setting is to draw 10 kilowatts of power for 6 hours, I think, a day during the peak hours, and that to release 50 kilowatts of power for 2 hours. And also in the morning they charge.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, they only use basically the self-consumption law. Thanks to this, I think you will see it better in the webinar, because I think that we will have the energy charts actually showing you how when the inverter is on and how it works, and then how the load and generally the grid power is changing. Every single cabinet shares its own EMS screen that we can operate. Every screen also can have different set and different paths, right? Just to make the things a little bit more secure. And also every EMS, this one is just basically for showing, but you will not be able to open any other EMS screen because you will have to have a key. And what's more, another key is needed to open the battery cabinet. And when we open the battery cabinet, the whole system actually turns on because of safety or force. Every system also is equipped with the EPO, emergency power off, case of faults, in case of sudden faults, then a person can use it. But what's more, can actually connect this EPO to the already existing fire safety system. So it's like a red button that has to be inside of warehouses or some facilities. But then when you hit it, that every device has to be shut off rapidly. Exactly, including inverters. So we also have this option. Also, we have the monitoring platform. They could show it's Conway and we call Prism that is really functional, and we can see we see the parameters basically in the real time, and also we can set some different settings for every membership device. Works for basically those inverters are right now almost idle in KSTAR's at so. But for example, tomorrow, when they will draw this 10 kilowatts of power, it will be a little bit So you just have to trust me. Right now, we only include as I could open the cabinet and work on face. I think you will me estimate that. It can't a best it will. Here it is. Installer is planning to actually to keep let's say to have some connections to all those devices. So that's why he didn't use the sealant. Let's say the ceiling blocks. It's like a paste, like a nail, for example, that you can close all the holes for the wires. Inside we can see two battery stacks. They're completely separate, so that's why one module fails. Then we will still operate on the second one. Second cable will be fully operation.
Operate. Either wire, one of them.
Yes. For example, in the right stack, this one will end up with SL pole. So that we will operate on call of the capacitor. Still, we will be able to operate somehow. What's more, so we have some safety features inside. Very nice delivery. Some more here. We have many safety features inside. First of all, we have the never expire detection system. And it's actually on full on two levels. We have the module level. Each module is equipped with the system to detect and to prevent the fire. What's more, we have this fire detection light that is on the cabinet level, and we have two containers with aerosol. Let's say with the fire spray, right? It causes the endothermic reaction. It causes the temperature to rapidly drop. And the specific is that it actually starts working when it detects 180 Celsius degrees. But what's the temperature of lithium batteries setting the ship state conscious in degrees? So we have a huge margin of error when it comes to this biosafety system. Also, we have a small detector, and below the surface, we have the flood detection. So that's why here the terrain is well drained. Below there will be no water staying here. But actually, if you want to build it on the ground, you need to build a foundation. It's 30 centimeters foundation. Of course, if we see it's got 1 kilowatts of electric power versus max power, and it can generate up to 4 kilowatts of heating power. So it's basically like a heat pump there in the bottom. Yes, and we can see that the objects of the AC with both beside all the modules, and it circulates, which is very crucial because we want to treat the temperature gradient as low as possible, because the hotter the battery gets, the bigger is its voltage. But that's why we have to maintain at least at most by Celsius degrees we depress between the highest and the lowest. So we need to pull it down during summer, and of course keep it up during the winter. Interesting question. If you running a little bit of the night, and then you are running to the condition, where is the power supply for the water? The one I said, yeah. Of course, we found the battery level, the safety and the certain level, that we can supplementary AC input that is directly given with the base.
And how can you recognize which one method is for? There is something software or connectable. This correct. And on our platform, one front part, we can see each individual fact, temperature, state, and so on and so on, voltage, and select core for what there is. And if you and how many side this each battery? How many so? I don't want to lie to you because in residential we have 16. And I would think that we have 16 inside, but I would have to forget it. And surface kilowatts, both in yes. And how much how this voltage would each one does. I know that all the stock vessels like over 700 all was how over 500 volts. So I think that they have like around over 50 volts. Just like every low voltage bill is it's just safer. And although this is cabinet working independently with each other, nor this is the only one system. Because I would like to ask you, this case, you said that this smart meter here. Yeah, and smart meter is here for one. No. Smart meter is connected to the EMS and on the so in the cost we get a problem with one battery cabinet. Because the cabinet is safety meter that detects if the doors are closed or not. And the screw got loose during the installation. So one cabinet was caught, but the second installation was working perfect. So that's why we can't always be sure that at least one will be work. So yes, here's how it looks. Let's close it.
Teoreticznie to dobrze.
How is maximally selected outfit is emerged, not under the five of its commanded as that was set.
You see, it's 1.5, like 1.5 multiplied by this is 50, so it's 70.
And but asymmetrically, in how much power can what the difference right between?
Okay, so
it's a PV inputs, 1.5 of PV inputs power. I want to say that it's 1/3 pot the power here, because I was meant to check it because I don't know tonight. No, I don't know what to send to tell some. That's that.
So the maximum DC power from other everywhere. So I don't want you maximum DC over of these
75 kilowatts.
75 kilowatts, and but this inventory is 50.
Yes.
So you can overload it like a 150.
Only go down of one. Yes, but still you will have to be in the limits, right? So use high current PV modules because we have 13 amps per MPPT, but we can have up to the street. Then so 50 plus 15 amps per MPPT. We have 3 MPPTs, so we'll make 6 strings. So you would need to have the high current PD modules to be able to actually generate this 75 units, not to exceed the 1,000 volts.
Does that mean we need to have the old panels on the wall, the solar morning wall, or the cells? Each panels have a high current. No,
We will bone.
no.
Top panels has 13, 14 amps.
Yeah. Okay. So okay, good. That's that.
Old perk is about 60. Then 11, 12 months. I never thought about it because I was just like, that's there are so many different modules.
Yeah.
So with such a different actually. But the most common is yeah. Choose all that.
You can see it says 0 hour 0 hour 0 for how long time this cabinet will start and count. What was this about?
First, it needs to have the temperature regulated.
Really?
Because now we generated the gradients.
Yeah.
So this has to be sure that we have same temperature to the mesh work. But right now, in case, I think it's just finished working with 50 kilowatts because they're like since 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. like full power, yeah, just to sell to the grid.
Okay. So now sell it to the grid.
Yeah, till five.
To 5 out.
Yes. Because we can set the time frame, and the power that the system will work with. And it doesn't depend on the load. You just say, give me 50 kilowatts of power for 1 hour, and no matter what. If it goes to the loads, it goes to the loads, of course. It's a priority. But if it goes to the grid, then you will just burn. Because you will have a much higher electricity prices during this hour. So that's mainly how this system actually generates revenue.
Yeah.
Because it lowers I don't know if you have the same policy in Czech Republic, but in Poland, if you have a big power difference throughout the day, and they, of course, they have, because during the day they generate, and right when the sun stops producing power, then there are malls, there are saunas, and so on and so on. You have to power it. So, yeah. So they managed to actually to lower the power difference throughout the day, and that alone saved them 60,000 zlotys per month. So it's like
Bye. This is answering.
Stop by the side, the scene. After 15,000 euro. Then 15,000 euro. A month. Just the same, just using the lower.
Yes. It's compared year to year with the same amount. Just offered.
So, what you see? This system, what was the capacity of the system?
300 kilowatts.
300 kilowatts.
Kilowatt hours.
Kilowatt hours, yeah. And on PV, what was the on PV actually?
It's like over 100, I think. Over 100. Yeah, something like this. Because we have also all the rules, and we have many cardboard. Oh, yeah, they are like scattered around.
So this is charged just from the sun or also from the wall?
They are only harvesting the excess power that will otherwise go to the grid, because of course EV inverters first power the load. So and so we are basically lowering the export, and then we are selling all this energy to the grid.
Sorry, if I'm understanding. Sorry, let me just stupid question. If I'm understanding rightly, it's buying from the grid when sun, not from the sun. No, it's harvested from the sun.
Exactly.
So you don't to charge the batteries.
Yes, exactly.
And then when it's peak, when you're selling it, just we set the time and we sell it to the grid, basically.
Exactly.
And this difference is just making that number you said it.
Yes, because we are lowering the powers that we are exporting. It's only 10 kilowatts of power. Okay, we are because we are charging 10 kilowatts of power, as I said, for like 6 or 5 hours, and then it takes from the PV inverters.
Yeah.
But of course the excess power goes to the grid. Yes, but the installer actually knew what they were doing, because then the level of the power level stayed like consistent. We have a somewhat similar solution. Maybe not for this one, but there's a solution in which you can set the specific power. I mean, you can take from the grid and you can export to the grid. For example, you have a grid with the DSO, with the distributor, that you can only draw 50 kilowatts of power from the grid. But you want to install some extra machine in your company in your assembly line, for example. That will take extra 10 kilowatts of power, but only for half an hour every second hour, right? So what you can do, you can of course make the agreed power bigger, which comes with costs, time, and many paperwork that is Holland. But you can also find the KC, set the maximum power that is drawn from the grid with 50 kilowatts, and then every excess kilowatt will be taken from the battery. Will sell. And use it all the picture. Yeah, exactly. I think we are familiar with it, but yeah, that's just another option that can be also used somehow to regulate this power consumption. Delay.
You can just calculate it and calculate any, and this whole investment for this was solar credit models is coming back to 4 years, well 2 years than that too. Actually 1.5. You have 1.5. I was saying say 3. Is it 1.5, yeah?
Yeah, at least that's
I don't know what was the how they fair margin in don't know.
yeah, I thought it was stuffy with the star. Yeah, and anyway, sentence he button. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yep.
Sorry. So, shall we start again? I was talking last week. I was talking with the installer, and he said that this 3 cases is just a showcase for him. It's like a boost for him that he can show that it works, that it's cheap, that it's efficient, and it is paid off really quickly. So that's why he used a really low margin.
Okay, good. Makes sense.
And also it was his first installment. It was my first installment. So we were all basically learning on it.
Makes sense. But if we would like it in full charge, with the margin and everything, probably 3 years roughly. 2 years, 3 years, and the whole investment is basically back.
Yes, of course. Of course, if you use it according to the specific client's need, because using it as a self-consumption will also generate some positive net value, of course. Yeah. But this specific way of using it to actually balance the power, not to have like 0 power for an hour and 0 power for an hour when you completely discharge the batteries, but to actually, let's say, to flatten the load curve. Yeah, that's the key here.
Good. So, well, this is very important.
How is maximum circuit through this cable from the battery?
You mean the current? Yeah, it's let me multiply it. Over 100 amps for sure. It's like
100 amps.
Yeah. Because
are you really sure
because they are really short.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why we don't generate that big of loss. Same goes with the residential ones. We have I think we have the same cables that are using 160 amps. Yeah, because of the lower voltage of the battery, and they are working because they have like this length.
And can you control this inverter by some button of the display, or only by
the screen?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why you have to have at least the screen if you want to use this inverter. We have one site in Poland that client wanted to have the hybrid inverter, but he wasn't that sure about the battery cabinet, that he has to earn some money, then he will buy the battery. So actually it was a completely new topic for Poland, of course, but for Europe also. I went there with only the inverter screen, with only the EMS screen. I put it next to it, connected it, and after some updates, it's working. Yeah.
Can we control this inverter by the EMS system, some EMS system?
The monitoring system, like online, yeah?
No.
The third party. Yes, of course. We have the Modbus TCP/IP protocol.
Yes.
And
It's available for us.
yes, it's open. We can provide you with all the entries in the protocol.
Excellent.
There's no problem.
And we would like to know how is operation status of this inverter. For example, I don't know if you set of EMS system, please. Now is in the Leipzig is very low energy in the Leipzig. For example, in the middle of the night, please start the charge the battery in the middle of the night. Is it possible to do by the Modbus protocol, by the control? Is it possible charge battery in the middle of the night if I want to charge the battery in the middle of the night?
Yes. So you mean you want to control the inverter online, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we have the monitoring platform. I can show it to you. It's called KEMS, KSTAR EMS. But maybe let's use the older one because or yes, the older one works better.
Just a website or application?
It's a website. It's a website. So far, it's a website. Yeah. So here we can see this installation.
Okay.
As we can see, there are 3 cases with 3 battery cabinets. Each one has different cluster with different voltage.
Yeah.
But what's more interesting, for example, for the customer, right? We have every data possible here. Of course, it looks better on the tablet or on the computer, but we have the homepage, which is much clearer.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I personally prefer to use this one.
Yes.
Yeah. As you can see, we were drawing 10 kilowatts of power. Yeah. And we have the operation strategy.
Yeah.
And here we can set every let's say every way of like self-consume, time of use. I just lost the word. Yeah. And inside it we can set every detail that we are interested in.
Cool. We have a lot of questions because we do some operation service in the Czech Republic in other brands, and we would like to know, for example, if you found that one of these battery is full, how is guarantee process? So I have to call to Dujan, and what we have to do, because I need the replace of this faulty battery. Who will confirm me faulty battery, and please tell me some.
Yeah, first of all, we are responsible for the Central and East Europe.
Okay.
So sooner or later you will call me or my supervisor Mariusz.
Yeah.
He will be tomorrow. He will arrive soon here. So you can also talk to him. He has much more knowledge than me. I'm just starting. So you will talk with us. We will be on the phone. But if it's your first installation, right? You are doing it first time. You will not be alone. We will come to you wherever it will be, and we will help you with the launch, right? We will not connect anything for you. We will just show you how to do it if there's something wrong with it, and we can just boot it up. Yeah, so that's why you can be sure that everything will be okay, and then we will know what's the situation, just like we were here. And I knew that we have 3 KACs, that the EMS is there, because I've been there for the boot up, right? So you will not be alone, of course. And then if you want our number, you will get our number. It's no problem. You can call us anytime.
Okay, but in this particular case, what's gonna happen? So okay, let's imagine that we've got one cluster is broken. So what's the procedure behind?
First of all, we need to have internet connection. It will help you and us to actually detect the fault, just like we had the fault with the open door sensor. We were able to detect it, and then to set installer to screw it, you know, and just it was working fine. When it comes to the cells itself, you can replace the faulty one, but first you have to charge it or discharge it so that it has exactly the same voltage, because we don't want to have the voltage difference between each modules, right? So you can replace the module that will come to you, or if all the cabinet is wrong, but I mean we've never had this situation, but if it's all wrong, of course it goes to you, right? Because there's the warranty. Yeah. It started working.
Yep.
I think.
So 15 minutes, or I think.
And now we will have 50 kilowatts of power.
50.
Yeah. You will hear it when it starts going.
It's quite noisy, isn't it?
No. Yeah. So that's the situation, and that's why let's say we don't recommend, but we say that it's good to have it outside.
There's a big problem with the cells. So you can discharge it, you can put the new one, or
Yeah, the module. Yeah.
What about if I'm using it already 2 or 3 years and this is happening? Or maybe there's a warranty for 3 years, isn't it? Or 5 years? Or there's a 10,000 cycles?
6,000.
6,000 cycles, okay. What about after 2 years? This is happening because it's not really a gift to new battery different SMC, you know?
Yes, so that's why you need to charge or discharge it to have the same voltage, to have the same SOC. Tak, nie, chodzi o to, chodzi o proces gwarancyjny po prostu, nie? Yeah, Robert is just saying that after these 6,000 cycles, it doesn't mean that it's rubbish, but it still has warranted 70% of capacity, of initial capacity. So it's not like after 6,000 cycles we will not see each other again. It still works.
What I would like to just say is because, for example, for residential installation, only for 10 kilowatt hour, the producers don't recommend if there's something, you know, after if you would like to add another battery block, they don't recommend it after 1 year to add to existing block to other, you know, because those blocks are already working different sites and you adding more. That's why I'm asking.
So just a quick topic follow up, because they don't recommend it because they have one BMS, right?
Yeah.
For all the system.
Okay.
But KSTAR has BMS built inside every battery pack. So it's completely different battery, right? So that's why you can have the same battery pack for the single phase, for the 3-phase system, and you don't need to actually think, okay, so one BMS to this side. Did I put the BMS? No, because BMS we have inside every battery pack for residential. Okay. Yeah. So if you need to replace the module here, you will need to charge it or discharge it so that it has exactly the same SOC and voltage.
What do you mean charge it and discharging? Do you have a special charger? Okay.
Yeah.
To provide to me or just charging by only by to you?
Well, it's not yet discussed, you know.
Okay.
So, but we can always do something like this: that we prepare the battery for you, and you take it, or we send it to you, right? Because we have this this big clunky machine that basically we use to. Well, it's a charger and discharger, but we use it to detect if the battery has lower capacity. After some fault, after it was in the really cold environment, we don't want to give our customers like faulty batteries, right? So we do a full charge and discharge cycle, discharge and charge. We leave the battery charged, of course, and then we can detect how much energy actually it can store.
How much maximum different voltage between cells for the running?
For the running, 5 millivolts between each cells, between each cell inside the module.
5 millivolts?
Yeah.
And if you have the 6, the BMS shut off?
No, it will balance.
Okay, that's the question. Is how is maximum voltage in the balancing? Because
until it's fault, right?
Yeah.
Another good question. Another good question.
Thank you. So, very nice equipment, but a little bit noisy, for example.
Yes.
I understand because this cooling is the important thing.
Yes, it has to. It has. I mean, it has to generate. It has to work for many years. Like, right? It's not like you buy it for a few months and then you just take it out.
And just tell me, can you see in the mobile application which battery has faulty, which battery has different voltage, and really, it's a monitoring. And the second question about film
Device report, and then